come down to the allotment today. It's the end of August. I'm sorry I haven't really shown you what's gone on down here. I just haven't, have I? I've been too lazy. Actually, I've been too busy working on the plot to film it. So I thought I'd just walk you around what we've got at the moment. The loganberries are doing very well. It's too well. They're spilling over everywhere. We didn't get any fruit from them this year. This is all for next year. The compost bins is good. I have a nice collection of sticks. That's always a good thing on an allotment. And look at these cucumbers. I haven't looked yet to see, but we'll have a look and see if we've got any fruits. Quite a lot of weeds. That's what I'm doing here today. I'm weeding, which is what having an allotment is all about, really. That's the start of compost bin number 3. We have purple Brussels sprouts going on in there. Leeks. Oh, one of them's going to seed. Look at that tall one. That means it's going to seed, which isn't going to be any good at all. Hey ho. Again, lots of weeds. Lots of weeds. And then we've got courgettes. Oh God, we haven't got courgettes. We've got bloody marrows. Look at that. Great big thing. Big thing. That's all right. It's a shame my husband doesn't like courgettes. We've got some really nice beetroot. Chogia there. They've got pink and white stripes. They're lovely. Chard there, which I put in not long ago. That's looking good. Surrounded by weeds. We've got a lot of this mare's tail, which is a pain, such a pain, because it just keeps coming. So I just keep pulling it out. More beetroot, which I planted later. Then we've got dead pulled up potato plants, and that's the rest of the potato plants, which I'm going to dig up today. Right, it's time to dig these spuds. These are pink fir apple, which is my favourite potato. It's a very good storing sort of salad potato. Perfect when it's roasted, as well as cold, as well as making a potato salad. It is the most flavoursome potato you'll ever have. So I'm just getting my fork in there, see what we've got. Not bad, not bad. That dark thing there is the original seed potato. Quite often they've rotted by now, but that one hasn't. Yeah, they're very most peculiar shapes and sizes, but they are the best potato. Parsnips are looking good. Let's have a quick look in there. You can't really tell what's going on underground, but I've got some nice thick stems there, so that's a good sign. Bindweed aplenty. Blasted stuff. So yeah, as I say, that is going to be today's job, weeding. Artichokes, I like to leave a fair few artichoke heads on, because the bees absolutely love them. The little homefly doesn't look alive in there, but he could be just drunk on nectar, because that white powdery stuff is just all pollen, and the bees come out of those covered in white stuff, looking like they've been up to no good. So here we have the asparagus bed. As you can see, not a lot of them took. I'm a bit disappointed with the rate of success from the crowns that I bought from the local garden centre. It's great big patches where there just aren't any. So I'll just have to get some more in the spring. That's all right. For now, we've just got to look after the plot. I put some herbs in there as well. They need weeding around. They always take a year to get going. All plants, I find. They just do. You never get success the first year. And then we have the beans. Oh my word. It looks like the wind is blowing the beans slightly askew. We've had loads of purple French climbing beans. We've got yellow ones here. Look at all those. Those today. Pick whatever's left of the purple ones. And then we have quite a few runners. Yes, look at this. This is what we like. We like it when they hang down in strings like this. Loads of them. And then they're quite good. They're not too thick, not too lumpy, so they'll be nice and tender. Here we have, all under this mesh to stop the caterpillars, the butterflies getting at them. Not that I've seen many butterflies this year. We have purple sprouting. That's going to give us purple sprouting broccoli for the spring next year. And then further on here we've got the Cavolo Nero, which has been an absolute trooper. I can't even tell you. This, I've had so many pickings off of this, and it just keeps going. Such a success. Definitely going to be growing. Well, I'm going to be growing actually a few less plants because I can't actually keep up with it very well. Right, what have we got here? We've got the messy side where the compost bins and all the stuff is kept. Beginning to think I might need a tiny shed, but I want another allotment plot, so it'll have to wait for then. Here is my pride and joy, my compost bin. I've been feeding this religiously, layering it up with cardboard. I've kept on feeding that with various grass cuttings and all sorts of stuff. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how that is next year, because I'm hoping to do some no-dig method, and that takes an awful lot of compost. Here we have another failure. Out of the 5 raspberry canes that I bought from the local garden centre, one of them took. One of them. The rest just died. That's why there's a great big gap there. The gooseberries were good from that bush. Really good. That bush I didn't get anything from. That's a new one. Again, I'm not worried. First year, nothing happens. Now we come to the exciting bit. We have sweet corn here. Always a joy to grow sweet corn, because you cannot beat the taste of a freshly picked cob. My family know that I've been known to telephone them and say, get the water on, I'm bringing the cobs home, because the quicker you eat them, the better they are. Okay, so we're going to have a look at this cob. See, its fronds have gone brown. That should mean that it's ready. But before I pull it off, I'm going to open up this first, the husk, and see. Well, I know this was a last minute planting, and I haven't really done much for them. That's not very good, is it? Now, when these bits, I think I could do it a bit longer actually, but you need every single filament here to have been fertilised by one of these here. Sometimes it's best to do it by hand, and I think next year when I do it properly, I will do that. I'll pull off one of them from another plant, and I'll just go over all the filaments and just make sure that they're all pollinated. Well, we'll get something, but I am going to leave that a bit longer. It'll be fine like that. And then this is the biggie. I'm very excited about this. Edamame. Edamame beans or soya beans. Here we go. Look at them. They're the most beautiful green. I've kept them really well looked after. I've kept them covered. And look, we have pods. Look at that. Won't be long before they're fattening up. They're a bit thin at the moment. They're not flat. They're not ready to pick yet. But isn't that such a lovely plant? Such a lovely colour. Yep, there's more pods there, look. Really excited about this. Very expensive seed, so I'm hoping there'll be enough for me to harvest and have to eat, and then save some seed so I can use them for next year and maybe grow a few more. This was 2 packs of 10 seeds. I think the packs of seeds cost about £5. So, you know, and only about 8 of them actually germinated. So it's worth keeping your own seed in that respect. Yeah, so there we are. I'm going to get the strimmer and trim around the edges because it's all a bit ragged. Tidy up the paths, do a bit of mulching, do a bit of picking, and we'll see how we go today. I've weeded and tidied this asparagus bed, such as it is, and I've covered it in a mulch called Strout, which is composted straw, just to give it a cosy covering for the winter. In about November time, those fronds will go yellow, and that's when you put them to the ground, and hopefully then that means all the goodness from the photosynthesis has gone down into the crown under the ground, so the next year's shoots should be stronger. So yeah, so that's what I've done on this patch. So many gaps, but I will fill them. But it just helps keep the weeds at bay over the winter. That's some of the herbs that I planted. That's a good job done.